Hi all, Ken with Bear Bull Traders here. Wanted to do a recap on fear of missing out. Just maybe some of you in the chat, we've had people talk about quitting or giving up or just frustration or whatever lately. Well, I've gone through all that. I even took 2 months off, but I want to day trade. I just do. I like it. I enjoy it. For me, believe it or not, it's kind of relaxing. Not days like today, but in general. So anyways, look, my fear of missing out started today on success. And I got to be honest with you. I am practicing at the open here. I have a rule, a strong rule. I never, ever trade real money at the open. I trade in the simulator, and I do that for a reason. I do that because if you look at my history, I've always lost at the open. I mean, from day one to this day, I lose at the open. It's not my style. I make all my money from after 11 to about 12:30, and then I make the rest of my money from about 2 to 4 stock market time. Those are the trading times I make, and I've been real successful, especially the last 7 days. I've been green 7 days in a row, obviously not today, but I've been very successful over the last, I don't know, couple months trading with winners. I like to trade long, so I used to look for reversals under VWAP, but that's just, for me, I lose all the time. I'm really good at them, but position sizing, just fear, just too much makes me lose money. But all that experience has helped me with reversals above VWAP. Now, you guys may not call them reversals, but I like to call them level reversals, VWAP reversals, whatever you have. So I'll just go over this trade real quick in JD. JD, real money, okay? It sells up. It's trading in a range. I think it's going to, it's broke out of the range a little bit on this daily chart over here. I think it's going to go from here all the way up to 27.94, which it might right now. But so I take a trade, real money. I don't know what I was thinking. 500 shares. Right here, it pulls off VWAP. I'm thinking, okay, all right, I like it. Especially if you're looking on the 1 minute right here, I'm liking it. So it sells up to a level. It kind of loses a little bit of steam in the volume, so I'm like, okay, I'll get out. I'm up about 80 bucks or whatever it was. I don't know. I wasn't really watching my P&L, but it was doing pretty good. And the last piece I got out here. So, and the last piece was at a 1 minute to 9 moving average. So very proud of that first trade. I'm very proud of it. I think I did a good job on it. I saw volume coming in, then volume slowing down, volume comes back, and it's not as big. And so, I kind of watched all that. I did a good job on that one. But what I didn't do a good job on is when it lost VWAP. I have a rule of VWAP. Don't trade a stock if it loses VWAP if you're expecting it to go up. That's a pretty good rule. Nevertheless, from my previous days as under VWAP reversal specialist, there's no way I should enter this stock until it hits like the low of the day. Or, right here isn't so bad because there's 2 moving averages, maybe low of the day with a level or just something. But I violated that. Look at that. This is all fear of missing out. I freaking knew it was going to come to 26.70-ish. I knew it. And all I had to do was wait. If I had just waited, guess what would have happened? Robert's 15-minute strategy would have set up for me, and I would be done for the day at a profit. We had a moving average cross. We had a 15-minute high at a moving average cross at VWAP. We had another 5 minute. It just is awesome. It's just an awesome setup, and I didn't do it. So, anyways, at this point, I think I have I'm pretty far down in profit, and I have a $200 max stop loss on my DOS trader. It's supposed to help me, save me. So after that, I went to BHC, and I traded had a little success. I saw this pattern right here, 5-minute pattern. I saw some volume coming in, so yeah, I made a 5-minute high, I went long. I was expecting a move up to 24.30, I think is the level I had. But hey, it never got there. And again, I sold early again, so that added to my fear of missing out. I was like, doggone it, why do I keep doing that? And so that was probably trigger number 2. If trigger number 1 was the whole JD success story and thinking it's going to come back, then trigger number 2 on massive FOMO was that I sold too early. Stock comes back, and I mean, I didn't make much here because I traded small size, because you follow that rule, right? If you're having a bad day, you share down. Well, it sells back to this 9 level. I mean, I don't know. For me, those entries have worked at times. Probably have a 60% success rate. What got me here in heavy mech stop loss is I went in with like 2,000 shares, and the spread bit me. Just the spread alone. So I was out. But I wasn't out. No. You know what I did? I went outside of my stop loss to my broker directly and logged in and jumped on board at 81. I don't fault myself for my entry necessarily, but I do fault myself for not obeying my max stop loss. Obviously, I'm not in tune with the market today. So I went in. It sells up right here. I can be even for the day and walk away. But back here, guess what? Fear of missing out. AMD, fear of missing out. I just have so many fears of missing out lately of stocks going up to $1. My strategy is almost like a scalp. I mean, I'll make 20 cents. I've been doing that day in and day out consistently. What makes me think that I need to stay in the trade longer? I should have taken the money and ran. If it went up, it's okay. It's all right. I wasn't trading well today. It wouldn't have hurt. But no, I stay in. I say to myself, and this is where fear of missing out coupled with hope is just a killer. And so I see it holding this. I'm like, oh, all right, if it breaks this, I'll get out. So it breaks it. It breaks it. Okay. I'm in this thing 1,000 shares, guys. So on top of the 2 with commission, it was 230. So this thing sells off down to VWAP. I'm like, okay, there's a level at VWAP. It'll get better, and it starts to get better, gets better, and then boom, down. I should have been looking at this volume. Why wasn't I looking at this volume? Volume doesn't come in. Volume gets heavy, and it goes down. Little volume. I mean, I should be studying this, but I'm not. I'm looking at just price action. Price action and levels. So I stay in this trade. It sells clear down to 23.34. Now, I got to tell you about this rule I have, some technicals I have, and they've just served me really well. Okay, this stock goes up. It's not a huge consolidation, but it is. It's somewhat of a consolidation. So for me, this area, and honestly, this should be the consolidation area. Right here should be the consolidation area. Yeah, it's just a really nice looking consolidation area. This is like, I'll be working backwards, so this will be my second level consolidation. This is my first level consolidation, and then if it ran up again, third level consolidation. If it runs up 3 levels consolidations, I'll take it short, but today it only ran up 2, and I was thinking, right here it was going to go up that third consolidation. But anyways, so when it starts losing its high of the day, the first level consolidation is typically for me a good area to take it long, especially like at VWAP. I mean, this would be a great entry. I mean, you could wait for confirmation, and it goes up. If it doesn't go, you can simply just get out, like right here. But moreover, if it loses this first level of consolidation, my next rule is to wait for the next level of consolidation. That's my rule. And it works fantastic for me. I wait for this next level consolidation, and then make a new 5-minute high. Yeah, I get some volume ramping up. In intraday, volume will ramp up, but it's a little smaller. And away you go. But I violated all those rules. Heck, I even right here started calling out in the chat what I was doing, and I went and got ready for work. I went and took my daughter right here to school. And then I made another rule, if it sells off, I'll get out. I'm still not out. I'm still not out because I honestly think at the end of the day, it's going to run back up. It's going to run back up. And I don't know. This whole scenario right here, right now, at this level, 23.16 or whatever that's going to be, I don't know. This is the fear of missing out on me. It's the stupid phase. So I'm going to set a stop loss. I'm going to set my stop loss right here at like 22.98. Because obviously today I can't manage my trade. I'm going to lose some money, and I shouldn't, but I'm gonna, just to see if this thing will run back up at the close. Will it? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, past experience tells me it will, but I don't know. So at this point, I haven't given back near what I've made in the last 7 days or even 2 months, but I'm going to give back some to the market today. Not good, but I'm going to set a hard stop and simply see what happens. And if you guys want to know what fear of missing out looks like, well, 1, you're watching it live, and 2, I just told you my fear of missing out. And my fear of missing out is, I get out too early and stocks run and yada, yada, yada. And I want to do this job so bad, so incredibly bad, that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So that's my fear of missing out. Wow.